Hello and welcome to the American Outback, and we are going to kick off today's episode with a little bit of mowing. The purpose actually of this is we're going to feed this to the BGA. So let's get started and let's kick this off. So we're here on the field 2. And we are in our big M. It's going to back us up a little bit. I'm going to actually get a worker to sort of kick this off, but what I'm going to actually have this do is I am going to have our trailer pick up as we go along. So hopefully, I need to just check. Is working. I do need to turn this off. And let's start the normal worker. So let's get this started. We'll keep an eye on this at the beginning. It's an early 5 AM start essentially on the game day. We will let this roll. So we actually seeded field 2 with grass, essentially a little while back, and we're just going to essentially take that and mow it, basically. We'll fill up the trailer, 200 k's worth, should be enough for the moment. Basically, this doesn't mess up too much. So the trailer, I don't really want the trailer to impede the turn. So it's about 10k per row, so we should be okay. So I'm going to leave that to it, and our animals are nice thing. We do need more grass for the cows, but and we probably need some more water for the pigs actually. But we should be okay for the moment. A couple of days, a little while ago, we did this field. I do need to unload this, so I'm going to quickly grab a trailer. I don't remember why I didn't actually load that up. I did. I actually parked him ready to do it, but didn't actually go out. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to take the red trailer, and he's kind of parked waiting. We will then. Seems to have moved onto the road. That should have actually been on the pavement. I'll have to move him because he's upsetting the traffic. We do need to purchase a milling machine because I do want to actually put some manure onto this field. Actually, I want to put manure on all of the fields, and then I can run the. What are we stuck on? We stuck on the pole. Didn't we? Huh. Didn't know they had a little thing there. Okay. So we'll take this back to the farm. This wheat, we won't sell it just yet. We'll keep this around for a little while. Just trying to think what we need to do. So the grass is going along nicely. That should be fine. Once that's empty, we'll drop that into a trailer and we'll take that to the BGA. And basically unload that. We won't take it in that trailer. that trailer is. It's going to be hard to get around with that vehicle. Don't you just hate it when you sneeze when you weren't expecting to? So, okay, we've unloaded that. That's fine. We will pop this back in the shed. And we will go grab. So I'll say we will go grab. We need a tractor for this. It doesn't have to be a particularly big one. Where are we? I usually stick it on one of these actually. I'm going to use one of these Massey Fergusons. We'll need the front attachers. We'll get the sort of no, we don't want wheel weights, and we need move it miscellaneous, and the milling machine. We'll get it in black. Okay, and we'll have these delivered to the yard. And we shall get them all set up. So we're going to fill up our manure trailer. Then we can actually do a field with the manure. So let me just, oops. Reverse. Annoyingly, that actually, we got stuck on that and it upset it when we reversed. I was going to, a nice simple reverse backwards and pick it up, but no, it didn't want to play. So the milling machine, it's, I don't think it's a real piece of equipment, but it's a very useful piece of equipment. I actually really do like it. So yeah, that's it. Just gonna move the manure trailer. Just need a space really, so we can get into the gap there. It's really good for filling these things up. Oops. Turn around. Not very efficient turn, that wasn't. And let's turn this guy on. And that should basically shoot manure into the trailer. It's pretty quick. So it's pretty handy. We'll get a good bit. We've got 1 million in here, and I'm gonna have. I'll do this with the worker, and I will actually just quickly set this up. So I'll do that now whilst this is underway. We will basically take from the helper refill slurry and fertilizer. So you can buy fertilizer, but slurry you can get it from the relevant tanks. So we'll have this to come from the pig tanks. So that way we use what we produce. And we're just going to pop this down here. Out of the way. And then we're going to take this guy and get him started on our fields 7 and 8. So those are the combined fields that we sort of merged together. It's quite handy having those two fields in one. It means we get a lot more yield. And we've got chopped straw on there, but this fertiliser is going to act as the second fertiliser layer. And we'll cultivate this field, and that will basically add essentially the fertiliser. So that's on normal, that's fine. And we can just hit and go, and he will basically rock and roll. So he's going to basically just get on with that field, and we are good to go. Essentially, we'll just need to go over that with a cultivator, and we'll use our nice big one to do that. So let's have a look at this. Just turn the forage wagon in a second, because there is a little bit of grass we didn't pick up. So this field yielded us 140,000 things, so that's not bad. Not bad. We'd only fertilise that field once. I will actually try it with 2 levels of fertilisation. So I think I might do is to facilitate that, I will arrange a kind of what do you call it? A sprayer. Sorry, name completely evaded me there. Okay, so we're not going to drop this into the silage, actually. Let's just check something. We can put grass in the BGA, right? So that's the biogas. Yes, we can, but it's dirt cheap. How much silage do we have? I don't think we have much. We really don't have much. Do we have? Yeah. At the moment, I'm going to drop this in here. We've got lots of TMR. I've just realised we've got tons of TMR there. Do we? Oh, we do have a tipper. It's in that Kenworth. The Kenworth is the tipper. I couldn't remember what we bought as a tipper trailer. So that's gonna. I'm just gonna drop this by these sheds here at the moment. Not the best place for it, but it will do for the moment. I'm going to grab the Kenworth, and we will. But to be honest, I'm not a fan of this Kenworth. I might actually replace it. There's something weird about its design. There really is something odd. What I might do is I'm going to use it for this, and I will then. Where's grass? I'm going to use it for this, but I think I will swap it for one of the other two. The one with the big day cab, the big cab that we have for the water truck, I don't like the look of that one either. It's okay, but I don't like the height. So what I will do is I may swap it for the other, can't remember what it's called actually. What is it? It is this guy, the STX. See, what I will do is I'll buy one of these already. Got wide tyres. I will set him up on the lot, and we'll pick him up later. What I'll do is I'll leave this on the BGA, and I'll go and take this to the sale point, and then swap the trucks. I think, and actually whilst I'm thinking about it, I will put the mark on the BGA. I can find my way there. And we should be good to go. So we're literally going to get the BGA started. We're not going to make much money out of this load of grass that we're going to drop on it. I'm actually going to drop some of it into the composter, I think, and some of it into the BGA because I want some diesel. So we need to run the separator for a little while. So what will happen is we'll basically, with the BGA up and running, it will produce some digestate. We can then take that digestate, drop it into the separator. The separator will make us a bit of diesel. We can then run the composter off that diesel and effectively the grass that we've just dropped into it. So what I will do is say and I'll get this. Here we are. We've got our greenhouses. Some BGA is all the way up here. What a way! It's quite a complex route to get to it. I don't want to land in the water. We'll drive carefully over the bridge. We are, because the way we structured the BGA, we can actually get into it here. Because I changed the way the BGA works a little bit. I put in it. Whoa! That was annoying. That was terribly annoying. Hopefully, Farming Sim Physics will help us out here. Yes, Farming Sim Physics sometimes helps you out. And sometimes just flips you onto your side like that one that did then. So this is our below ground BGA that we set up. And we can tip. And there it goes. 50k of the stuff. So I'm actually going to unload it. I am actually going to drop the container off here. I'm going to take this guy to the store, which is just by the composter there. And how can I detach? There we go. And so that's the other reason why I don't like this thing. That's a weird driving arrangement. It's a very weird set of wheels. The set of wheels behind the cab are single, and they are odd because they have this spindle sticking out and it just doesn't look right. There's something not right with the model. It's a nice idea, you know, being an American style Kenworth truck and all that, and the chromework's not terrible. The wheels are on tyres I just do not like. so I'm not a fan of this particular vehicle. So I will be selling this. What do we have there? We have the new one, which I'm going to do. We do need 2 tankers as well. So we're probably going to buy a tanker as well. Actually, what I'm going to do whilst I'm here, we've got the money so we can do that. I'm going to grab a couple more of these. I'm going to grab one in orange with all the usual accompaniments and get this with that. And I am going to grab, because we usually use this one for the little fuel tanker, I'm going to grab one of these. And buy one of those. And I need the diesel tank. It's a standard liquid tank if memory serves. And then we'll leave these on the lot here for the moment, so we don't need them straight away. Mobile storage tank. We'll get the overload pipe as well. So spend a little bit of money here, but we're getting stuff that we need. So we have 2 of these new trucks. This guy I'm going to take to the BGA. I wonder if this has 4-wheel drive. Yes, it does. That's good. We could shortcut through here, by the way. I do like this. It's a much. Oh, oops! Can't drive. Weaving everywhere. Yeah, so this is actually a nicer looking truck. It's definitely a nicer. It's got a nicer cab. It is actually kind of sleek and cool, I think. Yeah, it does look so much better. It does look a lot nicer. Let's get this guy ready. Pick up. Now, that one is actually really good because the other vehicle, it didn't have any back wheels. They didn't actually attach. Sorry, they didn't get any purchase on the back of this thing. So let me just see how much we've got left. Okay, so let's unload some more. Okay, and let's go drop this into the composter. So we'll go around and we'll go grab the 2 trucks essentially that we need for running the digestate over to the separator, and the fuel truck, which we can think. So it's the first time I've driven in this yard, so I kind of set it up to be okay to turn, and it seems to be okay. It seems to be working out. I wasn't sure at first if we'd have enough space, but definitely, I think we definitely do. So this is the CompostMaster, originally by Farmer Andy, I think, or Maru. I can't never remember. but it is a staple across maps these days. It really is. It's a go-to mod, as it were. So let's just get into this guy and get in. I mean, basically these are, I think these are just modifications of a standard truck, to be honest. I'm pretty sure they're a standard truckcation. But it is a smooth looking thing. There's something I like in the cab. The cab is quite well done. I do like the cab. Nice and straightforward looking cab. Let's get reversed up. Attached. Add container. And let's take this guy over to the BGA. I don't think we'll have a full container full of digestate, but we should have, because we've gone through half of that digestate already that we, the grass that we put into it initially. And basically all we need is enough to make a little bit of diesel so we can run the composter. And then basically the principle is we run the compost, we get some compost out, we put the compost into the BGA. Digestate levels, not bad. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up refilling. And then whilst that's refilling, I will pop over to the store, get this guy. This is fairly straightforward. We just drop on the little, it's an A-frame or AR frame truck. Almost messed that up then. So effectively all this guy is going to do is transport diesel from the separator to the composter. We don't have a diesel tanker anywhere else, so this guy is just going to sit here for the moment, and basically when we're ready we'll have enough diesel and we will basically be able to power up the composter. Let's pop back over to the BGA and see how we're doing. Right, I think we'll have enough for the moment. We'll come back for more later, but this should be enough to sort of get us a little bit of diesel. The digestate separator usually requires about 75,000 litres of digestate to fill it up, to generate 75,000 litres. So we should be okay. We're using the separator that came with the Cherry Hills map, which is slightly different to the one that's on Pine Cove. Pine Cove one has a smaller diesel output capacity than this one does. So these should be up and running soon. Slowly filling up the tank. Yeah, so that's our task pretty much for the day. We want to get this BGA up and running, and get it producing for us. So we dropped some stuff into the BGA. We got that running. We get the separator up and running. We get us some diesel. Once that's got us some diesel, we can run the composter. and the good old composter will produce compost that we can then stick back into the BGA. We do need to, I'm just keeping an eye on this, we do need to keep things up and running on this front. So we'll literally need to get some straw or something. I forgot to actually run the straw through this field actually when I was doing this field. We have a hired worker who's still working. What I'm going to do is, whilst I am finishing up, I'm just going to move this guy into place. So this is our cultivator. So yes, so this is our map. We are running out the American Outback. We have various bits and pieces going on it at the moment. I'm just going to nip onto the railway line to because I don't think that will fit through that gap. I hoped it would, but it looks a bit too wide. So yes, we will be back with more of this map. This is the American Outback, and we are just starting out really, and we will definitely be sort of spending a lot of time on this map over the coming weeks. We will definitely kind of be adding a few bits and pieces to this map, but we'll also be getting the existing things we've already added to the map running. One of which is, as I say, we've actually got, we should have milk. We should have the milk sort of running to the point where we can actually get something into the dairy, actually thinking about it. Dairy should actually be something we can get running. So yeah, so this actually, I'll probably start this off on another episode actually, but this is actually a big bow plough, so we'll cover that in another episode. So with that, thank you for watching, and we shall be back. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit the like button, and if you like the series or want to see more, and also the Cherry Hills map, please subscribe to the channel. Also, we do have map reviews and such like going on, so please look out for those. With that, thank you for watching. Hope you have a good day, and goodbye.